Good evening. Yeah, again, I have a small project I want to make. Um, the water pump in my, I have two jars in the bathroom, and there's a water pump in one of them. And then when one jar is empty, I move the pump to the other one. And that pump starts to sound a little. It doesn't sound well. Um, so I went to buy a new pump, and surprisingly, it's a lot smaller. If you can, yeah, it's a lot smaller, but it's the same pump, the same amount of water. So that's it pump 450 liter an hour, and 12 volt obviously. Then when I got the pump, I also got some plastic hose and some well, they are actually for cable, but I'm gonna need them for this project. And then when everything was, I bought new water jars, and well, the old ones I got a 15 liter. I got two of those. This one's 20 liter, but I got two of these. So now I can carry 40 liter of water, and I'm gonna place it a different place. See if I can show you where they used to be. You see, the old water jar, they're out here. This one over at the left side is the one where the pump is inside now, and on the one on the right is holding 15 liter of water. But this is the very back end of the nest, and when I carry weight in the back end of the nest, the more weight I got at the back end, the more swavy the nest become. So it's swaying from side to side. So I wanted to take these 30 kilo away, and then I'm gonna put the new water jars here under my bed. So these 40 kilo is going to be right above and a little bit in front of the axle. I figured that would be better for the balance of the nest. But then putting them here, I need to run, well, the hose from down under the bed up here, along up here under the pictures alongside to here, up along this trim to the ceiling, across here when I get to this point, to run it down and then run it alongside here, alongside this trim, all the way down, and then make a hole into the cabinet. I can make a hole down here, drill a hole, and then run the tube in to the sink and to the tap. You see, my tap is this old-fashioned thing, and it used to work that when I open the water start running, there is a switch in the tap. That switch is broken, and I couldn't find a tap similar. So now I got a switch here on the bathroom wall, and when I switch here, the pump starts. First of all, I need to mount these so they don't move around. Okay, my plan. I will take this here. It's metal, and I will tie that around the front one, and the front one will hold the back one in place. At least that's the plan. So that's the first one. First screw. I used 2 screws because the screws are only just big enough. So just to make sure they stay there, then I put 2 of them. I made a hole down here in the bed, and then I run water line up here under the pictures, behind Buddha, behind the black box, up here around the top of the door. Up here it's glued because the wall is too thin. If I put a nail, it'll stick out the other side. Here is a little bit of trim, and here, so I can put the nail, no problem. Up here I don't dare. There the trim, and then it runs down the trim here, all the way down here, and now I just drilled a hole in the cabinet right there, and I'm gonna run the water line in there. And inside the cabinet you can see the old water line. It's the shiny one in there, and that one needs to meet this one, and I have a thing to put them together. So when that happens, it's complete. So now I just have to figure out, do I want to leave the switch in the bathroom, or do I want to put the switch somewhere here in the kitchen? I need to figure that out. And obviously also I need some electric. I can run the electric from the bathroom. I think, yeah, I got 12 volt there. I could run that into the cabinet. Yeah, I don't know. See you a little later on in the project. I have run the cable from the bathroom where the old pump was attached to the electric, and then I use the same connection, and I decided I'm gonna put this switch, I'm gonna put here next to the sink. That's easier afterward. It's right next to. I had an idea with these. I could only get 20 liter water jars, and I wanted to store more than 20 liter. I want to store more, so I bought 220, but then it was how to get the pump is in this one, and then how to get the water from that one to this one without having to move the pump every time. So I put this here. This piece of tube is attached to the bottom of this one, and go in here and attach to the bottom of this one. And then when I have filled in water in this one, I just blow all I might, all that I can, into here. That forces the water up through, because I closed off over here, so it's sealed, so no air can escape. So when I blow here, it has to blow the water through the tube to the other jar, and as soon as the tube is full, it will just keep running. That's a natural law. It will even equal out, so there's same amount of water in these two. So now 2 jars is 1, and that's gonna, as long as there's water in here in this one, it'll work. 2 jars gonna be as 1. So as long as I don't run it dry, and if I run it dry, I'll fill it up, blow in this one, and it will run to the other one. So that way I made 2 water jars into one. So now I got one 40-liter tank. I'm a little proud of that one. I figured it's working. And you see here the tube goes through the place where the tap was. There was a tap on each of these in that end. And then I can put the lid here, because over here the tube from the pump is in there already. And then the tube goes out and up through the bed here. And here's the electrical cable. I just need to connect it and then test that the pump is working. Then everything is connected. So 2 made into one. Now I got 40-liter of water capacity, fresh water capacity, and it's located just above the axle, just above and just in front. So a lot of weight taken off the back of the nest. Well, let me get the electric connected and test it out. So everything is mounted, everything is finished, and as you can see, the water tube and electrical running all the way here, down here, underneath the pictures behind Buddha, and in under the bed, and both the jars are down there, working as one. So let's see. There we are. The only thing I noticed, when I turn off the switch, the tube runs dry. But that is again natural forces, because the water jar is located on the floor, so it's lower than the sink, than the tap. So obviously, unless I turn off up here on the tap, then the tube will run dry. But maybe that's an advantage. I don't know if it's but it's no problem for me. It takes a little longer before the water comes out, but never mind, I'm not in a hurry. So that's another DIY project finished in the nest. Now I have a water pump much more quiet and not sounding asthmatic as the old one did in the end. I think the other one was about to break down. It sounded very asthmatic, so but now it's fixed. I got new water pump, and it's working perfectly. So thank you for watching. You guys take care, and remember, life is good. Bye bye.